The notorious Leeuwkop Prison in Johannesburg is opening its doors to the media today. The prison is known for all the wrong reasons, including escape attempts and gang fights. Earlier this year, there was a battle between rival gangs.
Imagine a place where every day could be your last, and the walls hold more fear than freedom.
The Saldanha judgment, it was a judgment that was given as a result of our overcrowding, and all the correctional centers in the entire country are expected to be at 150 or 50% overcrowded. And yes, in this particular correctional center, we do comply with the Saldanha judgment. But you'd find in other centers, in Gauteng, we do not comply with the Saldanha judgment.
Leeuwkop Prison, on Johannesburg's outskirts, is home to South Africa's most dangerous criminals. Inside its towering walls, survival is a daily struggle. Violence, corruption, and gang rule dominate life, shaping both inmates and guards. This is a glimpse into the harsh reality behind the prison gates and what it takes to endure.
I've been in prison since December 2002, so this is my 16th year in prison, but I'm only 5 years into my sentence now. I was part of a group that tried to overthrow the government in 2002.
All right, buckle up, because Leeuwkop, it's not your run-of-the-mill lockup. Nah, this place is straight up intimidating. Picture this, shoved out on the edge of Joburg, towering walls that practically scream, "Don't even think about it," and enough razor wire to make a porcupine jealous. Inside, it's a whole ecosystem. Gang bosses, murderers, people with stories wild enough to fill tabloid headlines for years. The second you walk in, the vibe hits hard. Faces carved from stone, eyes darting, every square inch humming with that "don't mess with me" energy. You feel it in your bones. This isn't just a prison, it's survival of the sharpest. But hey, it gets weirder once you're actually inside. Those walls, they don't just keep people in, they squeeze the air right out of you. Freedom? Please. The gates alone feel like they were designed by someone who hates sunlight. Guards are everywhere, rifles ready, eyes peeled for any hint of funny business. The inmates? They move like they're in a choreographed dance. Every step calculated, every word measured. One screw-up and the place turns on you fast. This joint doesn't mess around, the rules are tight, the consequences tighter. And adapting isn't just smart, it's survival. You start to realize strength gets you only so far, but being switched on, reading the room, knowing when to talk and when to shut up, that's what keeps you breathing. So, real talk. Could you hack it? Because in Leeuwkop, every single day is a pop quiz in street smarts, guts, and pure grit. Fail, and the system eats you alive.
I'm not clever yet. My Muslim ngalodzela clever why the lifestyle yeah shortcut yes never more wife knows back.
And here's where it gets even stranger. The day begins at 6 a.m. with a blaring siren. Inmates are herded out, lined up for head count while guards stand watch, rifles ready. Breakfast is a dull porridge, a slice of bread, and weak tea, hardly enough to fuel the day. After that, work assignments begin. Some cook in the kitchen, others clean or labor in workshops. Every task carries hidden risks. Arguments flare, accidents happen, tensions explode. Even the most mundane chores can spiral into violence, and the pressure to keep your head down never stops. Survival isn't just about strength, it's about timing, awareness, and knowing when to speak or stay silent.
Operation Vala has been on now for just over 3 weeks, and we've been getting updates, statistics-wise, of the different things that have been happening in our correctional centers.
But wait, it's about to get way more shocking. Violence is constant, lurking around every corner. Fights break out, sometimes with fists, sometimes with knives, occasionally with far worse weapons. Guards occasionally intervene, but often they look the other way, leaving inmates to settle disputes themselves. In a place like this, alliances aren't just helpful, they're life-saving. lone prisoners are the first targets, and knowing who to trust can mean the difference between survival and disaster. Joining a gang isn't just social, it's a strategy. Following strict codes, understanding hidden rules, and showing loyalty becomes a survival tool. Every day is a test, and missteps can be deadly. Could you make it through a single week here without being forced into a fight? This part blew my mind. Leeuwkop is practically ruled by gangs, each acting as its own mini-government. There are 3 major gangs: the 26s, 27s, and 28s. The 26s specialize in acquiring resources through clever, often illegal means. The 27s enforce rules, punishing anyone who steps out of line. And the 28s? Loyalty, tradition, and violence define them. They're the most feared. Each gang has its own codes, independent of prison rules, and breaking them can mean beatings, or worse. For many inmates, joining a gang isn't a choice, but a necessity for protection. But it's a double-edged sword. Involvement brings extortion, smuggling, and sometimes murder. Life inside isn't just about surviving the guards. It's about navigating a hidden world where allegiance and obedience are everything. Risking everything just to stay alive.
This would not have been brought to our attention, and it helped us have a good picture.
All right, here's where stuff just gets downright wild. Being a guard at Leeuwkop isn't some cushy gig with a badge and a baton. Nope. These guys get worked to the bone, barely scraping by. Always walking that tightrope between danger and disaster. And yeah, some of them crack. Can you blame them? The pay sucks, the hours are brutal, and if you're offered a fat stack of cash just to slip a phone or some contraband past the gates, well, temptation gets real. I mean, a single cell phone could earn you more than an entire month's salary. But don't get it twisted, it's not just easy money. If you get caught or the wrong gang finds out you're playing both sides, game over, man. That's how control slips away and gangs start running the show. Still, the risk is always there, dangling in front of them. Every shift, every decision, it's just a gamble with consequences that echo through the whole prison. Honestly, I don't know how anyone keeps their sanity with that kind of pressure breathing down their neck. But, yeah, strap in, because it gets even darker. The physical grind is one thing, but the mental toll? That's next level. Imagine living every day with fear chewing at your nerves. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, they're not just buzzwords here, they're daily reality. The violence, the isolation, the sense of being forgotten. They break people down, no matter how tough you think you are. Some inmates get so used to the chaos they can't even picture life on the outside anymore. Survival means developing all these weird coping habits: paranoia, hypervigilance, sometimes even self-harm. Days just blur together in this endless loop, and your mind starts treating danger as normal. It's heavy stuff. Scars like that? They don't just stay in the prison, they follow you out like ghosts you can't shake. Try carrying that kind of weight every single day. Bet it'd mess with anyone's head. And you know, here's the twist. Even in all that darkness, some people still manage to find a sliver of hope. Wild, right? Some inmates cling to religion or bury themselves in books just trying to believe they can be better than their worst mistake. For them, Leeuwkop isn't just a prison. It's like a proving ground. Every little win, learning something new, holding on to faith, not losing themselves is a victory. But it's so damn fragile. One fight, one bad day, and it can all come crashing down. Hope's a risky game in a place like this, but honestly, the people who manage to hang on, they're the real legends. Makes you wonder, could you keep the faith if the whole system was rigged against you? Hang on. Life outside provides still another difficulty. Freedom is not simple for those who emerge. Ex-inmates battle stigma, joblessness, lingering trauma, and the burden of a criminal record. Falling back into crime is very likely without assistance. Some flourish, landing jobs or reconnecting with family, but the route is fraught with obstacles. People may slide back into former habits under temptations, social rejection, and the psychological wounds of jail. Resilience, alliances, and navigating corruption, lessons acquired within, become tools of survival outside, yet they are not always sufficient. Life following Leeuwkop challenges both bravery and resolve, thereby pushing people to change to fit a world that usually does not understand them. After all you have gone through, be prepared to confront a society that distrusts and fears you. This part blew my mind. Leeuwkop Prison isn't just a physical space. It's a test of survival, mental endurance, and human spirit. Inmates navigate violence, gangs, corruption, and constant stress while trying to hold on to hope. The system forces tough questions. Is punishment enough, or does it truly rehabilitate? For some, the brutality breaks them. For others, it strengthens them. Human resilience shines in unexpected ways. Those who cling to faith, education, or determination prove that even in the harshest conditions, hope can survive. Survival isn't just about brute strength, it's about mental acuity, alliances, and understanding a complex, twisted environment. Leeuwkop teaches a brutal lesson. Life is rarely fair, but perseverance and adaptability can make the difference between sinking or surviving. The bigger question remains: can a system built on punishment ever truly reform the lives it touches? Life inside Leeuwkop Prison is brutal, but it also shows the strength of the human spirit. From surviving daily violence to navigating gangs and corruption, every day is a battle. What's your take on this reality? Drop a comment, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.